Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Build a House. Let's build a nocturnal house, let's build the night. And we are already finished since last week with the inside of the night. We do have all these beautiful habitats that we are going to tour at the end of today's episode once again and for a very last time, because after today's episode the night will be finished. This means that after this episode you can download the night in the Steam workshop. You can find the link in the video description, and you can download it as a habitat or as a complete zoo if you wish to continue to build on the whole park, if you want to build a whole park, or if you just want to have the night in your existing zoo. So in the last episode, you're going to see it right now, we built the last two habitats that were for the Chinese pangolin and for the armadillo. And yeah, that's it. We did a little bit of decoration on the inside, we did this wallpaper right here, and that's it. Finish, finito. Yeah, we have to say goodbye to the night. But before that, this is going to be an extended episode because there is so much that happened in here, and I have to tell you this right before we get started. I am so proud of this whole build. Once it is finished, once the outside is finished, you will know what I mean. I'm very excited for you guys to see it, and I hope you will like it as much as I do. And first and foremost, I'm very proud of the color selection that I did here. Most of you guys might know that I'm colorblind. So it is always pretty hard for me to find the right colors, especially when it comes to brownish, reddish or greenish colors. That's always a hard time for me to find the right ones, but yeah, I really think that all the colors that I chose here work completely fine together, and yeah. So I was telling you guys from the beginning on that I was planning something very special for this building, because I thought we are not going to do a whole building like it is supposed to. I wanted to go a little bit theme parkish, and at that moment when we started this series, I think I didn't know, or did I, that Planet Coaster 2 was coming out pretty soon? I don't know, but I thought about building something like you would see in a theme park. So if you go to a theme park and you have a dark ride, most of the times there's only the facade that is built to cover up this concrete bunker in the back, so that you think you're entering a spaceship or whatever, or a beautiful building, but in fact you're just entering this plain, boring concrete thing that we built here for the night, where all of our habitats are in there. It is beautiful in the inside, but it looks awful on the outside. So I thought, let's do it like a theme park and just build a shell, and just for the front of the building. So for everyone that didn't see that, this is the explanation why there is not going to be a complete cover-up for the building. It's just going to be the shell in the front of the building, because this is what I planned, or this is how I planned the whole thing. So yeah, no complaints. Don't tell me, oh, I wish you had. No, this was the plan from the beginning. So if you're placing it in your actual zoo, make sure that it is somewhere in a corner where you don't build anything on the back of this building. If you don't want to do the whole thing that I do here right now for the complete building on the left side, on the right side, and on the back. Okay, so as I said, this was the whole plan from the beginning. And I thought, when we are going to build the night nocturnal house, we should go a little bit scary. So I was thinking, what about somewhat of a scary shell? So a ghost house, a haunted house, or something like that. And yeah, you guys were really excited for that, and so was I. And I was Googling, like I always do to get some inspiration. I was Googling, and what I found was the Haunted Mansion from Disney World. And I thought, okay, let's do that. Let's use that as an inspiration and see if we could make it work. And that's what we are creating right now. So, but first and foremost, there's so much stuff that I do have to tell you in this episode as well. So the first thing is, this is the best time for you to hit the like button for this video. And this is also the best time for you guys to hit the subscribe button for my channel, because I do have an announcement for you guys. I told you in the last episode, or in the last 2 episodes, no, I think it was in the last episode, that I was thinking about, excuse me, I have to take a sip. Sorry, that I was thinking about quitting my English content, because I had the feeling not as much of you guys are watching my English series, and yeah, when it comes to numbers, the English series is always the worst on my channel. I don't know why that is, but yeah, it is that case. So I was asking you guys, do you watch my videos in German or do you watch my videos in English, and where you are from, and whatever. So I didn't get too many responses, but I did get some very, very nice responses from you guys. I got answers from Denmark, from Iceland, which is very, very cool, from the USA, and yeah, you guys were actually telling me, some of you found my channel just recently, because many of the big YouTubers that I was talking about, like Caesar Creates and Woody and whoever, don't make that many Planet Zoo videos anymore, because they are focusing on Planet Coaster 2, which is totally cool, which is totally okay. I'm also doing Planet Coaster 2 stuff, but I'm trying to keep my Zoo series alive, and I'm trying to keep all of my Zoo series, so 2 in a week, and 1 series of Planet Coaster in a week. That has 2 episodes, which is quite a struggle for me to keep up with all the stuff, but yeah, I managed to do it somehow. I don't know how, but it works. So to make a long story short, you guys told me that you are watching my videos, that you love my videos, and that you wish I would continue with my English stuff. Sorry, I have to take another sip, or else I need to cough the whole time. Okay, great. Yeah, that you wish that I would continue with my English stuff. Otherwise, it doesn't matter to you. You would watch my German stuff, or you would learn German to understand what I'm telling you. This was so nice, and I was thinking, even though there are not that many people from all around the world that watch my videos, it is worth to do all the stuff for the people that actually are. And I really do enjoy that. This was something that I planned from the beginning. I always wanted not just to focus on German audience or international audience. I wanted to make something for everyone. So I wanted to have something for the German people where they don't have to actually be able to understand English, and I also wanted to have something for the people around the world, because I had the feeling that that I wanted to show you something, that I wanted all you guys from all over the world to see what I'm doing with this game. And once again, to make a long story short, I'm keeping the English content on my channel. But there's going to be changes. So maybe, just maybe, next week is not going to be a new episode for my English audience on my channel. So no new episode on Monday. Maybe. But if there is a new episode in English language, it's going to be a little bit different. Because I was thinking, what are we going to change? We need to change something. Maybe it's just a series. Let's build a house that is not that great content for some of you guys. So maybe do something else. So I made a decision. We can keep building houses for animals, but I don't want to focus solely on that. I really do love building houses for animals, but you might have noticed in this series there is a point where it gets a little bit too repetitive, because it's always the same, copying things around, making look everything the same, just a little bit of with the changes on the interior, but the whole thing looks the same, which makes sense, because when you look at an animal house, nocturnal house, cat house, reptile house that we built, they do look the same, and that's the beauty of it as well, that you do have so much similarity but make it look different as well. Just like I said in the beginning of this part of Let's Build a House, make it look like a museum, which I think I managed, but it gets a little bit repetitive, I told you. So I'm talking and not coming to a point. So the point is, as I said, we're keeping the English stuff on this channel, we're making a few changes, so we are going to build a whole new zoo the next time. So the next video that is coming out on a Monday on my channel is going to be in English language, and we're going to build a whole new zoo. And we're also going to build houses for this new zoo, so that we do have everything in there. So for everyone that is sad now that there's not going to be a big cat or a cat house as the next installment on my channel, there is going to be a cat house. Maybe not at the first episode, maybe not at the second or third or fourth or fifth episode, but there is going to be a big cat house in the new zoo. There's also going to be a monkey house. There might be a small mammal house or whatever. We're going to have so many buildings in the zoo, but not just buildings. So we're building a complete new zoo. I'm trying to figure out in which area we are going to do that, in which biome, but that's what's going to happen. I hope you guys are happy with that. I am certainly totally happy with that, because I also told my German audience that I really do love building those animal houses. I really do love building those small DLC zoos with only using the building materials from the base game and the particular DLC that I'm building it for, and just for the animals from the DLC. But I miss building a whole zoo, and that is something that I'm really looking forward to. And yeah, I hope you guys are with me. So if you do have, that is something that I also do plan, if you have any names how the new zoo or what the new zoo should be called, then please leave a comment in the comment section, and I will choose the 4 best ones that I really do like, and let you vote for that on my community task here on YouTube. And the one with the most that gets voted the most is going to be the name of the new zoo. Yeah, so there's that. Let me know what you think about that. I hope you guys are happy, and yeah, I'm looking very much forward to that. I can't wait to finally build a whole new zoo once again. And I can't wait to see how it turns out and what kind of zoo it's going to be. I was thinking about a city zoo, because that is something that I really do enjoy, as I do right now in my small town zoo, where I build for the Zookeeper's Animal Pack. But also I want to do something completely different, something crazy. I did enjoy building this part right here, right now, so much that I was thinking about, let's go crazy, let's do something like an adventure zoo, let's do this, let's build some huge nice buildings with stunning shells, with very high themed shells. I just don't know. But it might be that I'm going for that. So where we can go totally crazy and just have fun with everything. So no strict rules, so like building a city zoo, so not that much plants and all is in the same style. Let's go crazy, let's do an adventure zoo. Let's do an adventure zoo, and let's find a name for this adventure zoo. What do you think, guys? Okay, so as you can see, I'm coming up with some decoration right now for the shell. You can already see that, yeah, I think you can already notice the similarity to the Haunted Mansion. If you don't have a clue how the Haunted Mansion looks, just Google it, and yeah, you will see that I didn't copy it one by one, but I took it as an inspiration. And I think it worked out pretty cool. And what I do like the most about it is, once this is finished, when you walk towards the building, you wouldn't ever think that there is going to be such a modern nocturnal house on the inside. And that's the fun part of it. And I also do like the optic of the building, because yeah, with these sand-like colors, I would say, it looks almost, yeah, very old and antique. And I do like that as well. Yeah, and I'm also a little bit sorry that this video is taking so much time. I did cut out a lot, but I had also to keep a lot, because I know you guys are excited or are curious how I did all that, what building pieces I used for that, and so you can get some inspiration, or can find some pieces maybe that you didn't use before, and yeah. So the most important part for me for this building was to find pieces actually that are recolorable, because I used those sand colors for almost every piece, and it gives a lot of variety nevertheless, because if you use the same color on different building pieces that are different material, they do look different as well. And yeah, that was the great part about it. So that you do have different shades, nevertheless you're using the same color all the time. Oh yeah, and as I'm talking about the shell, so there is also not going to be any backside on the building. So it stops right there where I built the roof. The whole part about it is I'm not going for any kind of realism here, yeah, torturing myself with doing some kind of support system for the back of it. The whole point is that you walk towards the building and it actually looks like it was a complete whole finished building, so that you don't get a glimpse of anything that in the backside couldn't be finished or whatsoever. I hope it makes sense what I'm talking right now. It sounds a little bit weird, but I guess you know what I mean, what I'm talking about here. Yeah? Yeah, and here you can actually see how the whole thing is going to look. I also was trying to get some variation in there, so some parts of the building that stand out a little more, some parts that are more on the inside, some parts that are a little bit higher, like the tower that we do have in the middle with the cross in there, or this part right here that I'm building right now, that is a little bit bigger than the smaller parts on the right side. I also built some bigger windows as well at some part, just for some part of the building that I'm going to do in a few minutes. Yeah, and here you can already see how it all comes together. The bigger it gets, the better it gets. Yeah, who said size doesn't matter? Here you can see the bigger windows that I did. I just made them a little bit bigger. So just a row on top and another on the left side, so that we do have some kind of variation in there as well. In the end, I'm just finishing the shell from the outside. In the end, we're also going to do a lot of decoration on the stuff that is already there. So the plants that are climbing up the walls, in German it is called Efeu. I don't know how it is called in English. Yeah, but the video is taking quite some time, so we do have actually time to Google it. So I think it is ivy, because I can remember poison ivy. Yeah, it is ivy. So decorating the wall with the decal pieces and with the ivy as well. And I'm also choosing for the plants that we are going to place in the planters and that are growing in exclamation marks, only dead and dry plants, to make it look a little bit scary. Yeah, somehow like I do in my Planet Coaster 2 build, where I built Mount Olympus. I'm also using just dry plants in there for the scary part of the park. We don't have scary pieces in Planet Coaster 2 right now, so you have to come up with your own ideas at that point. So yeah, and I'm also curious for you guys to let me know in the end of the video, when you see the finished building, what you think about it. If you think I caught the scary vibe, or if I did miss it. Because I'm not quite sure. The house looks pretty cool, but is it scary though? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. So here's the tower that I was going to build to have a little bit of a different vibe in there as well, or to give the whole shell a little bit of a variation. This was also quite weird. When I was copying around this part right here, at some point when I selected all the items that I used for that, I could copy it and move it around in a straight way. And the next time I did completely the same, the angle was totally weird and totally off-grid. And yeah, I don't know why that is. I often notice when I copy things around that the gizmo shifts, so that you have the lower arrow on the right side, and the next time you copy it around, the lower arrow is on the left side. That is something that I did notice a lot, but never that one time you can move it around straight on a straight line, and the next time it is completely shifted. I don't know. So I was creating my own chimneys here. I could have used the smoke special effect on that. Yeah, didn't think about that. I'm using those special effects all the time in Planet Coaster 2, but yeah, haven't thought about that. Okay, so the next thing that I was building was, I think it is called Winter Garden in English as well, because in German we call it Wintergarten. Let me look that up as well. Yeah, it is called Winter Garden. That is also something that is an important part on the Haunted Mansion. Maybe you have seen the movie. The one with Eddie Murphy is the one that I saw. I think there is a new one. I don't know if it is on streaming platforms already, but I think it is, at least on Disney Plus, I think. But I haven't seen that one. I can remember the one with Eddie Murphy that I saw. That was pretty nice. Not that scary. Well, it is a Disney production, so scary for children, maybe not scary for adults. But I did enjoy it very much, and yeah, the Winter Garden takes also part in this and is an important place for the movie, I would say. Yeah, so Winter Garden is finished. Let's place it now. We just need to cover it on the top. I was using some of the wall pieces for that as well. Just turning it a little bit around so that it looks nice. Yeah, and here you can already see the completely finished shell. Just putting a path around it. Not so that our visitors can walk around on the outside, because that wouldn't make that much sense for them. but just to give it a nice look, and we need to do some fencing as well to make the whole thing look good and nice. So therefore I was also building my own fence, and I was using some of these not concrete pieces. I have to Google a lot today. So, limestone. I can remember I googled it already, yeah, but I forgot about it. Limestone pieces. Coloring them as well in those sand colors on a later stage. And trying to build it as close to the original as I actually could. Well, with a little bit of artistic freedom, I would say. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the whole thing. I was wishing that I could select all the pieces at once and color them in the sand color, but it didn't work out. I don't know why. I thought when all the pieces do have the same color, you can actually choose all of them and color them in, yeah, all at once, but yeah, it doesn't work. So putting those planters here on top. Doesn't look that nice yet, but yeah, it's all coming together in the end. Just wait and see. Some more planters around the building as well. In the beginning I thought I was going to plant all those dead trees in those planters, but then I noticed they are a little bit too small for those trees. I was looking for bigger ones, like this one from the North America DLC, coloring it in sand colors, but it didn't look right to me. So I just decided, let's do some cracks on the floor. I think I deleted that, so I can't show you that. Let's do some cracks on the floor and put some of the dead trees just in there. And I also was using that big thing right here. I never did that before, but it makes so much sense here for that building. I couldn't think of any place where you could actually plant that plant other than there. I wouldn't even go that far to call it a plant, because it's, yeah, I would call it a Disney creation. And for that, it is absolutely perfect. So, dried kangaroo grass also gives a nice colored variation here. Yeah, and I think we are already finished. Yeah, you're going to see the finished one in just a few minutes, I think. Yeah, might be in 1 minute. We're just going to build the door for the entrance to our night house. First I thought we're not going to build a door, we're just keeping it open, but I thought it would make more sense if we are keeping it closed, so that you can't actually have a glimpse at what is waiting for you on the inside. So yeah. And I do like it better with the door. And the great thing about it is, with my series for the DLC zoos, I always have to use pieces for building those zoos that I usually don't use at all. So I'm getting to know the pieces so much better, and that makes so much fun and so much sense, because right now when I'm building this right here, it is so much easier for me to build it, because when I have a vision in my mind what I'm going to accomplish, I exactly know that there is a piece to do exactly that. And I almost do know where to find it and how to use it. And yeah, I like that very, very much. It makes things so much easier. That is also something why I do get lost in Planet Coaster 2, because there's so many pieces and I just don't know them. But I will get there eventually. So, just some scary figures right in front of it, and then we are finished. Yeah, that's it. We're done. I hope you guys do enjoy this build. It took me 8 hours, almost a complete Saturday. I was sitting in front of it and I just couldn't stop because I did like what happened and I wanted to finish it so badly. Yeah, as I said, let's go on a final tour through our nocturnal house. Let's go on a final tour in the night. I hope you guys did enjoy this little series. I hope you guys do enjoy the finished product. If you do so, hit the like button if you haven't done that already. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on our new series that is going to take place latest in 2 weeks, where we are going to build a complete new zoo. And leave a comment. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know the name of our new zoo, and let me know how you like the night. So, bye guys, thanks for watching, and enjoy the last few minutes when we are going to enter the night and have a look at all of the beautiful habitats that were built in here. So, take care and bye. Good night.